Welcome to Strange New World, Season 1 Trivia for all fans! You will be given an advantage, with 4 available answers to choose from and a 15 seconds timer. The answer will be given after each question. Keep track for yourself and leave a comment with your score. And as always, like and subscribe to get a whole library of quizzes. Why did Captain Pike initially hesitate to return to command at Starfleet? 1. He wanted to settle down and get married. 2. He knew his future death was coming in just 10 years. 3. He was ready to retire his post. 4. He was dealing with family crisis. Although all of these might be true at times for Captain Pike, he openly discussed trying to find a way to avoid his impending death. So the best answer is 2.
Captain, the internal comms are back online.
Open a channel, all decks.
The season starts out with who getting rescued? 1. Una Chin Riley. 2. Nyota Uhura. 3. Captain Pike. 4. Christine Chapel.
Live long and prosper, my friend.
Una's capture and need for rescue is a big reason Captain Pike agrees to list this 5-year mission. So the answer is 1. What is unexpected about the comet? 1. Creatures are found to live on the comet. 2. The damaged areas regenerate. 3. The comet has a defensive shield. 4. Its trajectory changes with each direct hit. To stop the comet from destroying an entire world, the Enterprise shot at the comet to reduce its impact. They find out that it has defensive shields, so 3 is the correct answer. How does the comet communicate? 1. An ancient language similar to Kenyan. 2. Flashing lights. 3. Musical notes. 4. They never find a way to communicate. Uhura starts humming in the engine room, and she finds out that musical sounds and notes caused a reaction. So the answer is 3.
Rage is in my thoughts. I let it to my heart.
What is causing an obsession with light? 1. A fear factor that is causing fear of darkness. 2. A disease that travels through darkness. 3. Illness that causes a vitamin D deficiency. 4. Aliens sabotaging the ship through ventilation shafts.
Don't beat yourself up. These things happen, all right?
The illness is very contagious, and many get sick. The result of the illness causes a severe vitamin D deficiency. So the answer is 3. How was the illness of light eradicated? 1. Lock up the crew with light lamps to keep them busy. 2. Light lamps were used to replace the vitamin D. 3. Una's Illyrian blood mixed with a human La'an's to create an antidote. 4. The light creatures were destroyed, stopping the contamination.
Chief Medical Officer's personal log. Stardate 2341.6.
Although darkness was used to slow the disease, it was La'an's blood changing that saved all the crew with an antidote. So the answer is 3. Who had lived through a childhood attack of the Gorn? 1. Captain Pike. 2. La'an Noonien Singh. 3. Christine Chapel. 4. Erica Ortegas. When the Gorn attack, everyone turns to La'an as the closest thing they had to an expert. Her brother had previously saved her life from the Gorn when she was a child, so 2 is the correct answer. How many crew are killed during the initial Gorn attack? 1. 7 crew members. 2. 5 crew members. 3. 10 crew members. 4. 2 crew members. At the end of the episode, 7 caskets are lined up for burial. Number 1 is correct. What does number 1 do when she is told she is where fun goes to die? 1. Puts everyone to work as punishment. 2. She spends a day having fun playing Starfleet bingo. 3. Takes a day off, feeling bad about the crew's perspective. 4. Practical jokes taught to her from other crew members.
Your time in Starfleet may be causing you to behave in a manner so human. We may ultimately find ourselves incompatible.
Una does feel badly, but decides to give the game a try and spends the day enjoying playing Starfleet bingo. That means number 2 is the right answer. What happens to Spock when he mind melds with T'Pring? 1. They both lose consciousness for a long period of time. 2. He discovers he cannot mind meld due to his human side. 3. They get trapped in each other's bodies. 4. T'Pring is too afraid to try a mind meld. At the worst possible time, they mind melded to feel closer, but got stuck in pretending to beat each other for a day. So 3 is the answer. What is the duty of the first servant? 1. Marry into a powerful family. 2. Kill himself on top of the highest mountain. 3. Become the source of energy inside of the generator. 4. Become the king of his people.
The Gorn captured my family's colony ship. When they hunt, they're unrelenting. Plenty of people have seen the Gorn. They just don't live long enough to talk about it.
What was treated as an honor to the first servant turned out to be a terrible outcome of becoming the generator of power. The answer is 3. Who is hiding in medical wards semi-permanently? 1. Rukia, 2. Dr. Mbenga, 3. Christine Chapel, 4. T'Pring.
Leukemia, my daughter. A year ago, she was diagnosed with sudden leukemia.
Story time?
Is that?
You've read this like 100 times.
Well, that doesn't mean that the ending couldn't miraculously change.
Dr. Mbenga's daughter is very sick and is kept inside the computer to slow her illness until he can find a cure. What is the name of the technique that Captain Pike uses to turn allies on each other? 1. Gamma Aura Phi, 2. Alpha Braga, 4. 3. Delta Gambit, 4. Gen Alpha, 3.
You do not want to be late to the captain's table. Captain wants, regular people to hear what's actually happening on the ship.
When Captain Pike and his crew discuss how to get free from capture, Captain Pike insists on uses a technique that they are all aware of, the Alpha Braga, 4. The answer is 2. Why does Spock kiss Nurse Chapel? 1. He is involved in a relationship with Nurse Chapel. 2. T'Pring needs an excuse to not protect Spock. 3. He missed his fiancée. 4. He was forced to by the kidnappers. Spock has very mixed feelings about Nurse Chapel, but on this occasion, T'Pring was being forced to help Spock due to their relationship. Kissing Nurse Chapel was to show an ending to the relationship, leaving T'Pring an excuse to not help Spock. Who is running the children's fantasy storyline? 1. Christine Chapel, 2. Laan Noonien Singh, 3. Rukia, 4. Dr. Mbenga. At first, Dr. Mbenga thinks he is controlling the outcome, but soon sees that there are changes to the original storyline. He realizes whenever he read to her she had wanted these changes to the story, so 3 is the answer. Why did Dr. Mbenga finally let Rukia go? 1. Her mother came for her. 2. She has no illness when with the entity. 3. She disappeared, so he had no choice. 4. She was too sick to save her. Her illness was not improving and Dr. Mbenga was running out of time, but to see her happy and healthy with the entity made him stop and ask his daughter what she wanted. She got her different ending of the story by staying with the entity. Did you guess 2? The correct answer. What comes out of Buckley's body? 1, gooey plasma, 2, bacterial mucus, 3, a newborn human, 4, the Gorn. Buckley, the fish-headed alien, dies when the Gorn hatch out of his body. The answer is 4. Why did Hemmer have to die? 1, he failed to do his duties. 2, his body was invaded by the Gorn. 3, he died to repay a debt for his family. 4, he had developed a contagious plague.
Hemmer heroically locked himself in the docking area, said his goodbyes, and stepped out into space. He did not want the Gorn inside of him to hurt anyone else.
The answer is 2. What did Captain Kirk do to save the Enterprise? 1, he sends out a rescue beacon just in the nick of time. 2, Captain Kirk had to sacrifice himself. 3, set up additional vessels to look like an armada. 4, uses his vessel to strengthen the shields. Captain Kirk shows up at just the right time to assist the Enterprise. He gathered together all of the ships he could get a hold of, many not armed for war, to make things look like an armada was rescuing their Federation ship. Who says goodbye at the end of the season? 1, La'an, Nooney, and Singh. 2, Erica Ortegas. 3, Spock. 4, T'Pring. Sadly, La'an finds it necessary to leave and help the little girl they had rescued. The answer is number 1. Thank you for answering all 20 questions. Please feel free to share your score in your comment. I hope you had fun and look forward to bringing you the Season 2 quiz very soon. Have a fun-filled day.